You take a look at that scoreboard.
Welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. I want to die.
That's what I just shouted before
The I want
recording.
to die edition.
I forgot that they had that idle animation. Did you see it?
Where it peeks out. He does a little like, how's it doing there, folks?
How's it doing?
That's, well, it's sort of like, that's how the bird talks. Actually, we're going to be doing voices for the characters for this episode. It's a new gimmick we're trying to get to use.
He just choked his chicken.
I know. That's a nice little gag they put in there.
I like
I
the
call I
cursor.
call Banjo's voice. So you can do the bird's voice.
Okay, because why is that exactly?
Because you have a bird brain.
Yeah, well, you look like a fat bear.
Thank you.
This is a cool room. Have you seen this room? Because
I already like the entrance.
I'm having to refigure out the controls here. Yeah, although there's just like blackness and then water dripping from blackness. But
What an awesome room.
well, hey there.
I like that stare from across. He's like, I'm over here watching you.
I know what you're doing. Yeah, this is a.
No, you're not finished with that essay.
How did he know I
On the
had an essay
speed
to
run.
write? Okay, I can't remember the fucking controls for this.
I can't remember how to position your character on a switch.
Go fuck yourself.
Dude, don't touch those platforms. They'll turn you into waffles.
What?
Look at them.
Man, they're like industrial, like waffle makers.
That's my new pop punk band.
Industrial waffle makers. I used to think that this room was like really interesting and weird because you had to hit that switch to raise these to get
The
over here.
colors look really cool, honestly, together. And you've got all the moss growing on the sides and shit, and it's all metal.
Yeah, it looks like in like a factory or something just got forgotten about and abandoned,
Yeah.
and now there's moss and oh, now the
It's something really
hilarious.
you only appreciate having the perspective of not being like these graphics being state of the art at one point.
I I remember I thought these graphics were like. Does she not say anything else? I thought these graphics were like incredible because it's on the Mario 64 engine, and that's like what its whole thing was. Like its marketing campaign was all this is better than Mario.
Dude, it does have better graphics than Mario.
Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. Are you still there?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought that the cut. Oh, I like that too. The how there's actually you can see the source of the water.
and you can see the plane that separates what's going on.
I don't know.
It's like you're clicking off the
I'm
emulators.
not though. It just suddenly clicks off on its own. But if it happens again, we'll stop the vid. But I like this secret room and the whole like swamp theme. How that it does the theme of the level that you're opening.
Oh, it's a secret room, but it's completely the entrance to another level.
Well, it's how you make the. I did this the last time where I couldn't remember which button to press.
Do you have all the pieces?
Yes,
Well, this looks like you're really struggling.
I just took a piece out.
That's hilarious. I didn't even know you could take the pieces out.
I totally forgot you could do that. I can't remember what Z is.
Oh, it's the last letter of the alphabet.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I just now got told that you can't do that until Bottles tells you for some reason. Okay, finally. And that is my favorite level. This is an awesome level, Bubble
I
Boot
like the
Swamp.
portrait, even the two eyes, like as part of the. Go ahead and get a zoom in on that.
Yeah,
Nice camera work.
thank you. You can see my cinematography skills here.
Cinnamon toast crunch.
You, haha. All right. Well, that's not the level we're going to be doing right now.
Oh, great. Let's just talk about how great it is, and then just do a shittier level.
Exactly. If I can remember which button it is to dive underwater here.
This is something I've been thinking about though. But these older games are just a lot better for the fact that they don't have engines and systems that can generate the graphics in large scale amounts. And because of that, there's ends up to being like way more handcrafted detail for the textures and for the actual level design. Like the human touch that actually uh, where they actually had to sculpt the geometry for the entire level. It really adds like small touches that you just would a system like would never generate.
Yeah, we talked about that before. I don't know if we were recording or not, but like when you just didn't have the option but to like make inferior graphics because we didn't have these crazy engines that we have now. They just were ultimately way more charming.
Yeah, just the little nuances in even just how high they put the levels or the platforms and stuff like that. When you have a system doing it for you, it just
I'm just laughing at the fanfare of opening the level, like glitter and like what? No, what is it? The party debris.
Yahoo!
Okay.
Welcome to Home Improvement the game.
That was like the worst home improvement noise ever.
Welcome back to the game.
Check please. All right, now to Clanker's Cavern, the level that just nobody fucking likes.
Am I right?
Well, I'm the one that said it. Just the one new move defined in this level. Uh-oh. It's immediately like different with the it's juxtaposed immediately because it was like fresh water and now
And now there's a giant crab attacking.
I thought the same joke. God, I'm really not remembering how to use it.
It's an adorable little feller.
I used to draw those guys all the time.
They made them look like they're like it's not an adult crab.
I think it was just going for like the really cartoony look that's
So
he doesn't look like an adult crab.
how did that not hit you?
That's my mad skills.
Mad luck. If I saw lucky you, see even this fucking anthropomorphic feather agrees.
Even this animal feather. No!
It's both anthropomorphic and an animal feather, so go fuck yourself.
You go fuck yourself. It's not an animal feather.
This let's play's over. I'm tired of you exploiting these underage crabs.
The underage crabs are what make this business.
I had a problem with this going forward all to begin with when I found out those crabs were underage.
Oh, God.
Oh, more excellent gameplay from the West, man.
I really need a fucking better controller.
You really need to get good.
Yeah, I just need to get good. Dude, Banjo-Kazooie is a really hard game.
I know. Extreme.
Extreme, but... Oh!
Oh my god, that was tough, though. I gotta give it to you. That was a tough little segment where you had to walk forward on the pipe.
Honestly, this control stick has been giving me guff for ever since I've used it to where it makes things like...
Dude, you just can't complain. It just makes you look worse.
I know, but I'm still... Oh, I actually forgot that Jinjo was there. I actually saw a nice controller, like a nice computer controller at work, and I was going to buy it, but then I just didn't.
Because... I want to see what happens with those guys when you instantly don't fucking beat them to death. Do they do anything interesting?
They just attack you. And
do they swing their head around at all?
They just bite you and then I'd fall.
The great fall.
That's okay. I don't even need to be up there anyway.
You sort of went into a cannonball as you plunged.
I did? I didn't really notice that.
Let's get an instant replay on that. Look
at how flat the bottom of his feet are. Is he a fucking cop? He's a flatfoot.
He's not going to be able to join the army. Am I right, folks?
Oh no. Oh god, that's actually like, if I didn't know that was coming, I wonder what I thought as a kid. I was probably like, oh my god, what the hell is this thing?
Dude, that's pretty scary if you don't like completely know it's coming because of the size of it. There's just the sheer size.
I know
Nothing else in this game has like that size and is anthropomorphized.
he's just well everything's anti uh,
Anti-establishment.
yeah.
Dude, I noticed that giant fleshy wound thing he has going
Yeah,
That's cool.
I always thought that looked like cherry pie.
Dude, even the design in the chains is cool. How it's got that like elaborate pattern on the inside.
Yeah, this game for its time was like had really good graphics, but this is like the hardest part of the fucking game, pretty much.
Dude, I really like that bubble. Look at that.
No, that bubble looks horrible, but this is like
First bubble.
just such a fucking hard part of the game for me for so long. Although I like Gloop.
Hey, Gloop.
He's just an interesting character. But like, this is the only time he's there, and his only purpose is so that you don't die while you're trying to get this. Because you have to swim through this 3 times, which raises Clanker, and then
Gloop is just a decent guy.
he's just trying to help a guy out, you know.
No, yeah.
I actually used to think it was really hard to swim through that 3 times, and I had no.
Same design. The same design on that crank that you just swam through is on the inside of those chains.
Yeah, but the crank is golden.
It looks cooler on the crank.
Everything looks cooler when you're on crank. Zed, oh no! The note. Uh-oh, I might drown. I gotta go.
Oh, dude, didn't you fucking hear what Gloop's hooking you up, and now you're gonna...
Gloop's hooking me up with that crank.
He's like, I got your crank. I'll give it to you free. I'm just a big proponent of crank.
I just want to spread crank around.
I don't know if I support your habits anymore, Gloop. If you can't take the crank, I don't want you in my life.
Either you take the free crank, or you get the fuck out of here.
Or me and my essay shoot you up.
How did he know I have an essay to write?
Okay.
Oh my god. These notes, they're impossible.
That was the only time in recording where I actually deliberately laughed away from the fucking mic as to not ruin the audio.
Yeah, I noticed you kind of sounded farther away, but I wasn't sure if you were doing that.
No, I just wanted to throw in an awesome sound.
A little behind the scenes. I laughed away from the mic so that I can breathe.
To breathe in, yeah. We've all been there. We've all been on YouTube before.
That was like one of my first YouTube experiences, actually.
That was when YouTube had like character to the popularity in the videos. Now it's completely like undistinguished as far as what is popular and not, and it'll never be like that again.
No, yeah, that was actually back when it was really strange for there to just be this weird guy with a deep voice, and then suddenly he's a poor celebrity.
Shit like Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate?
Chocolate Rain is in a time of capture that we're just never going to appreciate again.
Dude, me and Adam were like, when that was I missed both the feathers, whatever.
Nice. Gloop was not proud.
Gloop's just shaking his head down there.
You're supposed to take the crank and get the feathers.
You take the crank and then you go pick up the feathers. You had one fucking job.
The fucking feathers.
Them golden feathers.
I can't really help. I can't really, blame you for that. At the end of the day, I'm a decent guy. Just keep doing the crank.
What the hell has Gloop become?
A way more interesting character.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got those notes. Did you know that in the Xbox Live Arcade version of this game that the notes just stay in your inventory? They just disappear, so you don't have to do the note score thing.
Oh, it's just like permanently they just get. Well, do they respawn in any way? Oh, how gross, dude! You're standing on bones.
No, they do in the original game. They respawn and like you have to beat your note score. So you get 99 notes, but then you. Oh
yeah, I actually remember that now.
That drove me insane as a kid. I was like, I got 50 notes. What's the problem? But I hadn't broken my note score, so they didn't count.
I ate too much garbage.
Yeah, he's a fucking... What he is he's the witch's garbage disposal.
It's still just funny. I ate too much garbage.
I ate too much garbage. Oh. Wait, can I, like, shoot eggs at that and break it? Whoa. I can't believe I remembered that.
Look, it's broken. You broke it.
I didn't break it. Shooting eggs at it just made it open.
Exactly. That's what was so
What the
funny
fuck?
about that. How you shot the eggs at it and then it actually responded, but it didn't break at all.
It just... Why the hell did it just open? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it totally should have broke.
Do you remember this level at all?
I never played through this level, but I do remember it now just from how many Let's Plays I've seen.
How many Let's Plays of this have you seen? I didn't know that you watched that many.
Probably like 3 total.
Yeah, this is one of my most, like, looked for, like, Let's Plays. Like, back when I watched Let's Plays all the time, this was a game that I was really interested in watching Let's Plays of.
Yeah, completely the same for me.
Why is it for you?
Just because since it was an old game, I knew was good, but I never actually beat it, and I just really got to play it at a friend's house. It was like the perfect game to look up the Let's Play for.
Yeah,
because it wasn't stale to me, but I knew it was a good game. And I knew people would have memories with it. I had memories with games like Ocarina of Time and this game as well, because I do still have memories of this game.
You played it at, like, a daycare, right?
No, I played it at my friend's house.
Oh, what were those games that you played, like, exclusively at a daycare?
At a daycare? God, I honestly can't remember it.
Oh, this is the entrance.
I'd have to think about it. Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. You mean not? It wasn't daycare. It was a babysitter.
Oh, but, okay.
But it was like I played Tekken. All the Tekken games that I played, Silent Hill. What else? Mario Kart 64. I played a ton of that with my sister. There's a lot of games I played over there.
Fuck, I can't. Okay. Did you see?
That was the one thing I liked, dude. I have really good memories of playing video games at that daycare, and also of watching Donkey Kong the cartoon.
Oh yeah, that awful fucking cartoon.
Dude, it was so awful, but it was always the only thing on, and me and my sister would watch it. Like,
what year was this?
Memories.
But
I also remember just how I would have the same lunch every day, and it would literally make me sick to my stomach. It was just like 2 pieces of wheat bread and like just 1 slice of generic sandwich meat, which as a kid I just could not palate, and it would literally make me gag. So it became a new challenge every day to like throw away my lunch and not eat it. And the babysitter got like infuriated with me. I would do shit like stuff it under the table.
Why didn't you just say, "Look, I can't eat this anymore"?
Dude, for a long time I did, and then it was like you have to actually eat this. You have to eat this for lunch we packed for you.
You just made me remember something that I don't know that I ever would have remembered, but I don't know like what year this was or like who this was, but I was at somebody's house and they were babysitting me when I was really young, and they were trying to feed me cottage cheese, and it was the first time I'd ever seen cottage cheese, and I was just like, I will not eat this, and it was just pissing the babysitter off. Like, she was getting so fucking angry at me. And I love the snippets though. These guys, like, I used to draw these guys all the fucking time. I just thought that their design was awesome. They're not even attacking me. What the hell? Come on, attack me, snippets.
It goes without saying, but still, this is an incredibly green room.
They smoke a lot of weed, bro.
No, they're just preparing for the day where green screen technology gets invented.
It had been invented by this point.
Well, not in the Banjo-Kazooie universe.
They're a little behind. Yeah, this is supposed to be like, they're like radioactive crabs, and that's why the room is like glowing. I mean, this is cool.
Well, it's actually kind of pulsing.
Yeah, it's like a glowing green room. It just...
I didn't notice that. played just
Yeah.
now. That's pretty cool.
And then there's lights coming out of the center here for no reason. And the music is different in here. Can you tell?
Yeah, it's quite fancy.
We're the snippets. We're crazy.
Music is being infected by the radiation. That's a cool idea.
Even the music has been infected. What could you do with that, though? It's an interesting idea, but what could you do with it?
Just like have a series of different maladies or like even radiation, all sorts of different things that affect the actual land, and have the music change along with that. Actually, a game that did that was Okami, but I know we're not here to appreciate that gay ass game. Am I right?
Do you see, like, his weird pulsating around the screw?
His pulsating anus. I
Yeah.
did see that. Oh my! I've got pulsating fury right now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. His eyes follow you.
That was a perfect shot to set that up, actually.
That's what I was doing all along.
You still suck.
No, I did that on purpose.
Oh, and the gills?
Yeah, you can actually get inside of him through the gills, but I always do that last. I don't hate this level. Like, every Let's Play I've watched of this, they're always like, oh, I don't really like this level or whatever, but it's not one of my favorites, but I don't,
So far, it seems like a good level.
I don't hate it. It's just, I don't like the brown, and I don't like, I don't like how it's just one big thing and like you go around and there's something big in the middle and then you just like go around it. But as I'm saying that, that's kind of the setup for like almost every level in Banjo-Kazooie. Like
Go around
you go around
and you get the things. It's like, what are we even doing here? What is
yeah.
life really about?
Aren't we all just driving this car called life? That was from that 70s show.
Sports car called life. Because I go fast.
Oh yeah. Have you ever had like an interest in cars and models or anything like that?
I mean, you know the answer to that, but for the sake of the conversation, absolutely not.
Yeah. Don't bring up it for the sake of the conversation in the Let's Play.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that a little bit more, though, for the Let's Play.
The reason I really bring that up is because, like, everybody at work, because, you know, we work in a parking lot, we see a lot of cars, and I'm just the only one that doesn't fucking give a shit.
Yeah, dude, that has always separated people from me a lot, just how much guys get bonus for cars. Never in any way have I agreed with that.
No, I've never cared.
Couldn't give a shit. Like, there are some cars I might think, like, even look cool in some way in, like, a movie, but the idea of, like, actually owning it and, like, it means nothing.
Yeah, I mean...
I would never get a big bonnet for, like, a sports
big
car.
bonnet?
Or even have I ever cared about learning all of the fucking technical language about cars.
No, like, I don't really know, like, makes and models at all. I do of, like, very basic cars. Like,
you know more than I do, actually.
But I think that's solely just because I've actually gone, like, car
you
shopping.
Knew more before you started driving.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh. This is going to be hard to set up with the camera. When did we ever talk about cars back, like, before I even had one?
We've had these kind of conversations for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Come on. I gotta break his gold tooth. My gold tooth? Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
Damn, we got a crack shot over here.
I need more crank.
I like the veins in his eyes. Just makes him look like he's on crank.
He is on crank. This tooth not hurt.
So, and then you enter through the gills?
No, there's several different entrances. This,
Several. I like the sound of that.
Oh yeah, they show this in like the level previews. Whoa, that was awesome.
Double kill.
I'm gonna like fucking put that in with Sony Vegas. Double kill.
just completely overshadow my actual joke.
Exactly. It was all my joke. This actually reminds me kind of like what Freddy Krueger looks like.
I see it.
I just
I just plain like the fact that they got this fleshy mechanical combo.
yeah, me too. And these weird
Even like the very entrance, like that's a particularly gross looking part of the human anatomy in the first place. Like if you actually just look under your tongue, that all looks
yeah,
like
it's
disgusting.
gross as hell, isn't it?
Right. But to
Right.
combine it with like a mechanical look is actually pretty interesting for an aesthetic.
It's like what the inside of a vagina looks like. I mean, just it looks completely disgusting and like alien.
If you're gay.
You know when you're holding one open with the
Gotcha.
speculum? I am gay.
Oh shit.
I used
Dude,
to
I didn't
think
really
this
mean
was really
like
hard. The fucking swim through the rings. This used to give me some trouble as a kid.
watching those writhing tentacles is getting me hard.
Yeah, what's with all the fucking phalluses inside of Clanker?
I'd like to put a phallus inside a clinker.
He's,
Let me in those gills, boy.
I'm gonna put my
I'm
phallic writhing tentacle in your gill holes.
oh god, dude, I gotta leave the call.
But
Something came up.
one time when we had like first met, you were like saying like you were telling me like a story of how you had gotten a boner, but you didn't just say I got a boner. You said I was standing at attention.
What a fascinating anecdote.
I think it is. Fuck you. Dude, how did I... Okay, I thought it was like... Do you remember that at all?
I sort of do, but
Really?
that was a long fucking time ago. If it is my actual like valid memory and not just
Yeah,
confirmation bias.
long ass fucking time ago. But actually, I think it might just be confirmation bias. And I'm not even
And
saying...
there's always a risk of that with how fucking long and storied our past is.
Is this an exit? Okay, I'm not going to go through there.
What kind of laugh was that? It was almost like victorious in some way.
Honestly, that was my... I didn't even realize I did it, but I'm so used to having like stock generic replies for things that was a stock generic laugh that I've done at work a million times that I actually just completely didn't even notice that I did to you, and I don't think I would have ever noticed if you didn't bring it up.
Well, don't do it again. I don't want your fucking stock laughs, okay? I want the genuine gold.
I got one thing to say to that. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh, oh, you bastard.
Okay, so that was an exit. One time, like, when I was a kid, I remember buying this box of fruit roll-ups because they had Banjo-Kazooie on the box, and it was completely just marketing working perfectly. And you remember when fruit roll-ups had like weird comic strips on the unrolled fruit roll-ups?
Yeah.
There was one with Clanker, only it wasn't a comic book. It was like a tips and tricks thing that showed. Oh, I forgot about that. Grunty, when Grunty heard that, she just got really interested. That is so weird looking.
Agreed.
But it was like telling you how to do stuff in Clanker's Cavern because when...
This is a cool segment.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's like Sense Fortress.
Oh my god.
Dude, that really does bring me back though, because I have never really been a sucker for impulse buying or just like a lot of kids will just see shiny shit and want to buy it. I was actually pretty good at evaluating stuff based on its worth, but when there was video game stuff attached to it and like candy or like yeah like food and stuff like that, I was completely sold. Like
Yeah.
it completely did get me.
Whoa, 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 whoa! The control stick got stuck and almost walked right into it.
Dude, you better play the song of halftime.
Dude, oh yeah. Dude, that looks cool. This looks... I've actually not paid this much attention to this structure before. This actually looks like something that wouldn't be in a kid's game.
Dude, it's pulsating with color. That's awesome.
This is why I like this game so much. Stuff like this. I mean, this was... Even though this is obviously just like a goofy kids game, it kind of had some creepy imagery in it, like stuff like cartoons and stuff from the 90s that we watched had in it.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if that ceiling part was actually just the ceiling in a level and not just like the ceiling in this one room. That would make the whole area look cool.
Yeah, it would, but it might like kind of lose its pizzazz though.
It is pretty like vivid imagery to have over like the entire level. You would really need a really good cohesive like aesthetic for the level.
Yeah. Oh, wait, how do I do it? Okay. So yeah, now you get your invincibility feathers, and this is the only way you can fucking do this.
I could do it without it, but I see what you mean.
I guess, if you're on scrub level.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just need some. Gloopy gives you some crank, and he's like, "Here you go."
all you need is enough crank, and you won't feel the pain.
What is this, amateur hour?
Is that Gloop saying that?
That's the old Gloopster.
What is this? What is this, amateur hour?
No, he's got a higher pitch voice now. I suddenly decided, what is this, amateur hour?
Hey, what is this, amateur hour?
Just have some crank. It's just a little bit of crank.
Just a little bit of crank. Come on, man. I can handle it. Oh, I think we're almost done here.
It's free. Nah, that voice is better.
Which one?
It's free.
It's free. We've given that voice to so many of our fucking characters.
I know, dude. It's too good.
That's almost the dog-daughter voice.
Yeah. Although there is a very distinct difference if you think about it.
Well, yeah. Okay, I honestly don't know where else to go, so let me look at my totals here.
You're trying to get a couple... I feel like you just missed some in there in that last room that I saw. You might not have seen them.
Oh, okay. Tell me where they're at. I'll go back in.
No, you've got to learn on your own. I'm tired of...
That means you don't fucking know what you're talking about.
No, I swear I did see some.
Are you sure you didn't see this? Like, just...
It could have been those. It could have been something else gold, but... What was the last room you were just in? It wasn't this room, was it?
Yeah, it was. It led back... I think I did miss something in here, though. Let me look around, because I'm missing 3 jigsaws, and I really don't know where they are. I like the music inside of Clanker better than in the cavern. Wait, did I go in that direction? No, yeah, that's the entrance.
Don't ask me to help navigate.
Where am I? Do you think, like, if you took your driving test, like, while you were taking the driving test, that you would be like, I'm sorry, instructor, I don't know where I am?
You know what? If we went somewhere I was unfamiliar with, it's very likely, but that wouldn't matter.
Well, I don't know. It might, because if you're not familiar with the traffic or something.
I can't imagine that being a problem.
That just looked like okay, yeah, now. No, it's got to be outside. I think we've done everything there is to do inside of Clanker.
You sure it's not like...
Here comes... what? No, I'm willing to listen to a suggestion.
Not like right after that room with the... Oh, no, you just dash past that and you go right back, so...
Yeah, there's nothing over there. Okay, there is some, like, kind of hard-to-find stuff. It's only 3 notes. I care more about the notes than the jigsaw pieces, but I want to 100% it because you get a bunch of cool stuff at the end of the game that is completely worth 100%ing the game for. But while I search around, what's an interesting topic?
Editing.